Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing CSS Battle Daily Target for June 23rd, 2025. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is count how many elements we need. So it looks like we're going to need 3 elements. We're going to need this shape here, and then this shape here, and then the red circle here. So just start by creating some divs. 3 divs. We're going to call the first div A. I always use letters of the alphabet to cut down on characters to give me a higher score. Going to do B for the next one, and then we're going to put the circle inside of B. So that'll be C. And that's all we need for that. So we're going to move on to the style tag. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to deal with the body, which is going to have a background of this green color. We're going to give it display of flex, and we're going to want that first shape right in the middle, so we're going to say justify content, center, align items, center. And that's all we should need, I believe. So let's move on to div A. I use CSS attributes to cut down on characters as opposed to classes or IDs. This is just for CSS Battle. This is not best practice by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, so A and B are going to have the same background color, so we're going to do that first. I'm going to give both those a background color. I use background, not background color, again, to cut down on characters. So we're going to use that creamish color. Oop, I forgot to put B in here. That's not B. There we go. And then now we're going to work on A. So this more than likely, let me see, looks like a height of what, like 160 and 160 pixels, and CSS Battle pixels are the default value, so you don't need the PX. Again, cutting down on characters here is for a higher score. Alright, 160, 140, and that's right on. Cool. Alright, so we got to get this border radius happening here, these curved edges. And since both these A and B have the exact same border radius happening, I'm going to put it in there. And I'm going to guess 30 pixels. Wait a minute. Oh, my width is way off. What am I doing? 1 second. Let me fix that first. 130. There we go. Wait a minute. It's hard to tell with that. There we go. Alright, that's perfect. We got it. Cool. Alright, so let's move on to B. So for B, we're going to make this position absolute. Excuse me. And it's basically the opposite of this. So we've got a width of 160 and a height of 120. Perfect. And it's already in the perfect spot. Cool. Now we're going to put that div C, that circle, right in the middle of B. So we're going to give this a display of flex. put it in the center. We're going to justify content center and align items center. And finally, we've got to make that circle. Oops, sorry, my screen's C. It's going to have a background of this reddish color. And then it's going to have a border. We're going to make it a circle, of course. And quite simply, that's just a excuse me, border radius of 50%. So I'm going to say width height of 40 pixels. Excuse me. Too small. Let's try 60. That should be it. All right, perfect. It's dead on. All right, so last thing I always do is I always remove all the comments that are there at the bottom, which we already got rid of, and all the white space, and put this all in one line. Again, not a best practice by any stretch of the imagination, but what it does do is, for CSS Battle, is it cuts way down on your characters. See, we're at 487 characters right now. So we put it all in one line. And once I got all this in one line, quick way to do that is just highlight this first space, and then on Mac, if you hit Command D, it's going to highlight every other space. And then we just hit delete, and delete one more time, and there we go. See, now we're down to 364 characters. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and submit it. Alright, there we go, 100% match, and my score went up because we deleted all that white space. Alright, thanks for watching my video. If you want to see more like these, please like and subscribe my channel. Enjoy your day.